The third.
I can't remember, and I feel dumb for not knowing. But surfing will fucking be a third, bro. Half the time, I think I'm gonna die on that motherfucker. Oh, we're ready. Hey, welcome to Talk About. And this is your host, Lust, and here we are on another lovely day. We've had a lot of conversations. I'm gonna spark this joint because I'm fucking burned out, as you can see, as my glowing skin is going on.
Facts.
But per usual, we have a guest here. And as always, I like to let them introduce themselves, say your Instagram name and all your handlers, and how people can actually find you.
What's good, y'all? My name's Javon Clark. You can find me at JVNCLRK on pretty much any platform. Yeah, I'm an artist down here in Miami, originally from Lancaster, Pennsylvania, right outside of Philly.
Okay.
Been down here for about 3 years now and, doing my damn thing.
So how's Florida treating you?
It's been good, man. There's goods and bad things.
Yeah.
Definitely been a little bit of all areas from the hood of the hood to the
I hear that.
billionaires and millionaires
I
and,
feel that. I
Star
mean, especially
Island.
as an artist, you definitely have.
Oh my God, yeah.
You see all of it.
The full spectrum.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's kind of part of being an artist. You
Yeah.
got to
No, that's
immerse
the dope
yourself
part.
in your environment. So it's been good. There's things I definitely like, about down here better than I like the Northeast. But then there's a lot of things that, whether nostalgia, work ethic, culture, the Northeast has that I kind of miss down here.
So
Appreciate you.
you say you're originally from Pennsylvania and all that.
Yeah, like
So tell us a little bit about your life back over there before you moved over here. So where did the artist come from? What struck you?
Let me think. Originally, I was probably an artist, honestly, like when I really think about it, around like 12,
Okay.
13. I think the moment it really hit for me was when I was my grandmother had just died, my mom's mom.
Okay.
And really without realizing it, I just ended up making like a splatter Jackson Pollock piece. Like
Okay.
didn't really even know much about him. I think I saw maybe like a picture in school or something random like that. Went from doing that piece to like finding peace in a sense of like, all right, this allows me to get self-expression. I was always doodling in school. Eventually I started designing vans. So I worked in the van store.
Dope.
You get 50%
Dude,
off.
the Vans,
being-
I love
yeah.
when Vans started doing that type of shit. Like, and I now thinking about it because someone actually told me, "Here, Ryan, you want to hit this?" Ryan. But someone actually told me that Vans is actually bought out by Nike.
Really?
Yeah, and I never knew that. I still gotta fucking fact check the shit.
They're
But it
owned by
kinda
VF. So it's Timberland, Vans. I think North Face might be in there. It's like a big umbrella company.
because another thing is like Nike's always done that whole custom shit. So to see that Vans did it and it kind of almost makes sense that they probably bought it and it was like, hey, let's put that idea on Vans. But
Facts.
Vans is the shit.
Oh yeah, I was always a Vans kid. I mean, being Jovan,
Yeah.
my nickname was Jovans, and my last
Okay.
name is Clark, so I was Jovans and Clarks, like both
Okay.
shoes.
Yeah.
Always into like fashion and like clothes and whatnot. So
Clarks are the shit.
yeah, I was my vibe.
Well, me personally, like I grew up with Clarks, obviously, because I'm Dominican and shit. And that's the
Okay.
most island shit you can get.
You had the Wallabies.
Yeah, but no, my thing is fucking Hush Puppies, bro.
Okay.
I love Hush Puppies. That was always my shit. Always wear them shit.
They had what's some like little island like slip-on ones that they have for a while?
I don't even know. Cause I mean, most island people always wear Clarks. Like that's like their epitome of shoes for them.
For real.
They love that shit. Clarks all day. Clarks and slacks. I mean, I'm basically looking like an islander if I have my
Tight.
Clarks on right now. With some slacks and a button up. That's literally what they wear all
That's
day
y'all
over
go
there.
to.
So you said you got into art so like at 12 years old. So was it like who was like is anybody else in your family was an artist or is like you were like the first one
Yeah.
to
My older brother. I mean, he's
Okay.
not like intentionally like trying to be professionally full time,
Yeah.
but crazy talented, like always drawing. He didn't really paint, he only really ever drew, but like he would make his own comics. He could pretty much
Okay.
any character you ever seen, come up with his own stuff. One of the
Honestly,
most impressive ones, you ever see the dots where you make a bunch of dots and it makes
Yeah.
an image?
It's called stippling.
Yeah, so he used to do that when I was younger in like his little sketch pads. And I remember seeing one and I was just like, one, how did you imagine something that looks like this and then create it with your brain? And two, how did you know like how to make each one so thick, so small, like all the just the different aspects of like what goes into making a full piece. I remember being like super interested in it, and I was just kind of doing it myself anyway. So eventually I kind of found my own space. He was more drawing.
Yeah.
I would doodle in school just because ADHD would kick
Yeah,
in and
yeah,
I
yeah.
couldn't focus unless I was doing that. But yeah, painting was always more so my thing. Or like clothing and shoes. I was always designing something.
So, so did you, besides the art, did you ever get into more into the fashion part or no?
Yeah, so I actually kind of similar to you, bro. I've been like multifaceted in a lot of senses. So I started in photography in high school.
Okay.
I did some classes. It was like a film lab, so it was like
Okay.
the full process of shooting, developing everything.
And
I thought
you went to school still. This was still back
this
in
is in
the.
high school, yeah,
Okay.
up in
Okay.
Lancaster. Yeah, I
Okay.
went to
Okay.
Hempfield High School.
Okay.
Funny enough, Hempfield, but yeah, I grew up there, was doing art and shit, doing photography. Um, I had my first ex I had shot some pictures of,
Okay.
and I had other people hitting me up like, "Yo, these are
That's
really."
the craziest thing I've ever heard. My first ex.
Yeah, well,
Like instead
this
of saying my first girlfriend, this nigga said my first ex. That is
yeah.
insane. That's good.
I mean, there's no going back now.
Oh man, that was insane. My brain was like, hold on.
I was doing a little reroute,
I was like,
like,
what?
how are y'all connecting there?
My first girlfriend. This dude said my first ex. That's so
My
good. All right,
first ex, first girlfriend.
Oh, all
But
right, go
yeah, I
back.
was showing those pictures, and someone hit me up to do other photography while I was in college. Started shooting pictures of other people, editing, all that type of stuff. Was really into it. Um, I think it was maybe my junior year, sophomore, junior year of college. A lot of people were just kind of starting to get to the point of, yo, you're finding the locations, you're doing the edits, you're teaching us how to pose, like everything. Why don't you switch from photography to modeling? You're a good looking kid, like whatever,
Okay.
whatever. So I was like, I don't know. Like I like being creative. I didn't really
Yeah.
care to
The
like
thing
get the
about as an
attention.
artist, and then someone tells you to be a model, you're like, we really. I feel like you become an artist because you really don't want to be seen. You want people to
Exactly.
look at your shit versus look at you.
Yeah.
You know
And
what
that
I
was
mean?
such a mindset shift for me. It took me a little bit to get comfortable with it. It was more so just because I like to challenge myself.
Yeah.
So I was like, yo, fuck it. Like, let me try to get on the other side of the camera. Um, did like one or two shoots, ended up sending one of the shoots to a brand. The brand was like, yeah, we're gonna send you product, send us like some pictures back. Did that through Instagram. They ended up hiring me to model in New York afterwards. And then I got signed in Philly for a little bit. That agency connected me to an agent in New York, got signed in New York. I worked there for about 2 years until COVID. Was supposed
Dude,
to
you got
go.
the look, bro.
Thank you.
You know, you got it. You got the height, the skin, the eyes.
Yeah,
That's easy, bro.
it
That's
kind of was the
butter.
perfect storm. Yeah, and that's what people were saying. They're like, bro,
I
like
always tell
you're gonna
people like,
make
bro,
way
if I
more
had
money.
light eyes, it's a wrap. You lucky I'm God just gave me art and niceness. But if I had eyes,
I'm not gonna cap, bro. You're like super sensitive to light, though. I will
nah,
say
I bet.
it's a positive and a negative. I'm like always
I'm
wearing sunglasses or some sort
Are
of
you?
glasses for that. Yeah,
It's
because my
crazy.
eyes.
My baby mama always used to say that, bitch, you lying. You lying, bitch. You
Nah,
blue eye bitch.
I'm telling you, your eyes are sensitive as fuck to light. Like I would walk outside
So
and
you
I'm
can't sun
squinting.
gaze
I can, but it just
like
be
a
hurting.
pharaoh? Just
I try to do it, but then I feel like I squint so much that my eyes is like
yeah,
barely
you
open.
get a
I'm like,
headache and it's just like
yeah, and I'm
it's not
like,
real
what am I
sun
really
gazing.
doing this
Yeah.
shit for?
I
I
feel you.
run though, so like being a runner, I'm always out in the sun
I
anyway, and
got you. I
like
got you.
half the time
Yeah,
doing
but
shit
I
like that.
honestly never thought that was a real thing. You know,
Yeah.
like it does affect your eyes, but
I thought it was cap when I was younger. My mom used to tell me like, "Oh,
it
wear
makes sense
sunglasses."
when
But
you
the older
talk.
I get, yeah, for sure.
I believe it. I mean, it makes sense too because if you talk like people like now that there's all this stuff on in the internet and they talk about like where the term Caucasian came from, the Caucasus Mountains, and how the black man turned white and that's how white people happen. So obviously their eye color change because
To
they
adjust.
yeah, to adjust and
Huh.
they lived in caves, you know? They didn't it's like look at the Afghanistanian people back like Osama bin Laden, the motherfuckers all lived in caves.
That's
So
actually a
it's
good
like
point. I never really thought
so
about it that
being
way.
in a cave, you're not getting that. You don't need to have brown eyes, you know.
Facts.
So it's like you can have lighter eyes. So that's where like the modification of humans and shit.
Yo, that's low key kind of lit because I guess I can see pretty well in dark.
You probably fucking could, bro. You over here
Like low
like
key,
what's
I
that
dead
Vin
ass
Diesel
can.
movie, Pitch Black?
Yeah,
You could be out
that
here.
shit.
What was that?
But
But nah,
yeah,
man.
I back to what I was saying. Just growing up doing that, modeling, whatever, New York, and supposed to go to Tokyo, was supposed to go to London, all that. COVID shut it down, and then I signed to Next Miami down here,
Okay.
and I modeled for them for the past like 2 years before switching over to being an
Dope. I've
artist.
heard of Next. They're dope.
Yeah, they got me a lot of really good jobs, really good team, a lot of respect. Just didn't align at the end of the
Yeah,
day.
yeah,
When I
yeah.
focused on art, it was kind of
They're
like,
actually a very busy agency.
yeah, no, I was booked and busy. Like I was talking to her the other week. She was saying about like, why don't you still model? And
At first, when I heard about them, I thought they were sketchy as shit, but they're
really,
legit.
why?
Because all those modeling agencies are always kind of fucking weird, you know?
Yeah, that's
Like they're all
there's.
kind of fucking
I
weird.
will say New York is pretty fucking creepy when it comes to like agencies. LA is kind of like shaky just because they have motives with different things. I would feel like down here, if you don't shoot like underwear and swimsuit,
It's a wrap.
it's like they're
Dude,
not gonna
yo,
take
so I
you, and
used to
there's some
model
weird
when I was a little
ones.
kid, and I remember going to fucking I remember going to like I don't know, to meet the people to model, and my mom would
Facts.
be there, and the people, all right, now get in your underwear, and I'm
Uh,
like,
You like
my
look at your
mom's
mom
here,
like, hey
dude.
yo.
But she had to be there because I'm under 18, so
Facts.
it's just fucking weird as fuck. But it's yeah, modeling's a very weird thing.
It is. It
It
gets you
is.
really comfortable with everything though, because like when you get into, like I said, you shoot a lot of underwear and a lot of swimsuit. So like coming here, working out all the time, like it wasn't New York. I felt like I was a face, so I was
Yeah,
like shooting a lot of like beauty shots. Here, I felt like I was more so like body focused, and I was fit, so I was just shooting.
and that's dope because it actually makes you proud.
Yeah, in
Because
a
I
way.
always tell people too is like you can't cheat health.
At all.
It's one of those things like with art and music, you can't cheat that shit. There's so
No,
many shit you can cheat in life and play this whole facade, but like health, music, and art is one of those things that like
you gotta be locked in.
the government hasn't fucking taken it away yet. Like you got to earn that shit from God.
Dead ass. No,
You know what I
I've always. I mean, I
mean?
shouldn't say always. When I was younger, I wasn't, but like when I feel like I would say the current version of myself who I've grown into, like I've always been into fitness. Like I've always been super healthy and mindful of,
That's dope.
I'm vegetarian, so like what
Oh
I
shit,
consume down to like, yeah, everything. I mean, I will say my
I'm the
weakness
farthest
is
of a
desserts.
vegetarian. I'm a hunter.
Yeah.
Yeah, instead of like fucking
Low
me
key,
like
I'm not gonna cap to you. I don't really care about the animal. It's more so my own health. I shouldn't say I don't care,
so
but
no,
like
I get it
I
because
would
there's some
hunt,
people
bro.
like
I
I
for
had a
sure
homeboy
would
the other
hunt.
day came. He's like, I don't eat meat because it's better for the world. I was like, nigga, what? You're only one person. Chill the
Yeah.
fuck out. And
People
then
have
he
been
was
eating
like,
meat forever. What are you talking
yeah, I know.
about?
And he was like, it's just, it's better for. And I was like, bro, I don't even want to hear that shit. So my thing is, instead of becoming vegetarian, I decided I'll go get my own fucking meat,
I fuck with that.
and
To me,
that's what
it's
I
about
do.
what you consume. So I don't
Yeah,
care about the eating the meat. It's just we don't really have
nah,
clean meat in
yeah. I just
America
don't trust fucking Publix at all anymore.
type shit.
And
So
there got to
yeah.
a point that it's crazy, bro, because me being Hispanic, it got to a point that when I moved out by myself, I was buying Publix all the time. And then
Yeah.
I noticed that Publix was making me feel weird because I grew up with like Sedanos and Presidente type shit,
Okay.
which is like Spanish supermarkets,
Yeah, I've been to them.
and their slaughters are different. Because I even in Christmas time, my family, we go to the slaughterhouse and we'll buy the meat and they
Okay.
process the meat and we get the fuck like, oh, I want that pig.
Yeah.
And then you get all the insides.
My family does the same thing back in Lancaster. We have a lot of farmland around us. So
Yeah.
like they go, they
So I
pick
live
a
on a farm
cow.
now. So
Yeah.
I was like,
Oh, for
yeah,
real?
yeah. I live on 5 acres in Laxahatchee.
Where's that at?
Like an hour north from here.
Okay. So
But
like past West Palm or close to
no, it's in
there?
West Palm. It's in
Okay.
West Palm.
Yeah.
It's
Cool,
like the
cool.
heart of West Palm. But
Dope.
I'm in the woods,
I
deep
didn't
in the
even know
woods.
that Florida had some shit like
Yeah,
that. I'm
like
not
the
gonna
other day, I
cap.
killed a duck in my backyard, and I invited everyone over, and we had duck poppers. It was
How was
delicious.
it?
Oh, I'm a chef, bro.
I was gonna say, come
I
down
be
to the
killing
chef,
it.
the culinary, the arts.
No, no, no.
How'd you prepare it? Like, what's a duck
So,
recipe for y'all?
so one thing that people don't know is duck. You almost cook it like a fish. You just sear
So
it.
it's not like chicken.
No, no,
I would assume a bird you cook
no,
like
no, no.
chicken.
So yeah, so my bad. So off rip, people think that duck would be like a chicken. No, it's actually more like beef. It's like a
Okay.
steak. Um, so basically, like when I first started cooking my ducks, I would just really cook it. And once you get if you don't keep that inside fucking kind of raw and
hmm
pink, that shit would just turn into fucking gum and just doesn't hold any seasoning. You kind of just pushed all of it out. So with duck, what I like to do is very simple. I grow my own chives. I got my own oregano. Chop that up.
Damn. So you got a garden too.
Yeah, yeah. I do all that shit, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull up.
No, pull up,
Dead
bro.
ass.
I
We're gonna
tell
make
people to
some
pull
shit.
up.
Yeah. No,
I
we're gonna
actually
make
like
some
when people
shit.
pull up now because I'm a city dude, bro. but I've always been about this life. And then when you come to my house, bro, it makes you like reevaluate and gives you another perspective.
I'm about like peace. Like we were
Yeah,
actually talking
bro,
about
we
that
have
earlier in
yoga
the manager.
ceremonies.
Yeah. So like
So
to
we
me,
have
I
people.
like that. To me,
Yes.
that's peaceful. Like city life is so chaotic. There's
No,
so
yeah,
much
yeah, yeah.
happening. Like
So like I even at my property, if you watch one of my actual like vlog, like my personal vlog episodes,
okay,
we had a sound bath rituals.
damn,
And
okay,
someone came, we had a sound bath in the front of my 2 acres, and we had everyone laying down in a circle. It was a full moon. I have like 40 peacocks on my property. So the
damn.
peacocks were flying over us the whole time. And all you hear is peacocks and that bro, sick.
This sounds
Sick
like
is
magic, yo. This is
it
like a
is.
movie right now.
Yeah. No, but long story short, so yeah, so I kind of just quickly seared the fucking duck. I got a fresh my homegirl brought me fresh jalapenos.
Okay,
So we got that, a little bit of cream cheese, season the duck, sear it, let it pink, and then you put that in. You fry the bacon real quick, get it nice and like halfway cooked.
okay.
But you also don't cook the duck too much because you got to recook it. Then you wrap the bacon, and then you flash fry it.
Y'all
So
was
like,
loving this, I'm
bro,
sure.
that shit was so good. Yeah, me too, bro.
Damn.
And honestly, it was my first time making poppers, and I really don't fuck with poppers. And another thing, I was kind of low key pissed because I wanted to make my own fucking sour cream, sweet and sour sauce.
Ooh. I
But
was
I
thinking like
just,
a honey glaze or
yeah.
like yeah, when you said the
But I'm
poppers.
from New York, bro. So like we have like a duck sauce, but our duck sauce is a sweet and sour sauce in New
Yeah.
York. Like they make that fresh duck sauce.
Bro, it's 10 out of 10 up there.
Different.
Yeah.
Not fuck that
There's no good
fuck
Chinese
that
food down
Panda
here.
Pack
Yeah.
shit. That is not
Facts.
duck sauce.
At all.
But no, I used to make my own fucking duck sauce. You know, you get your pineapple, you got your pickles and all that fucking shit. But long
Okay.
story short, I didn't make it. But bro, that day I slammed some poppers, bro. I was like, damn, this is good. And it was hot as shit. And I was like, and bro, I probably made like, I don't know, like almost 30 poppers off of
Damn.
2 breasts. That
That's
shit
just
was
one
fun.
duck.
Yeah, but I also got a Muscovy duck. A Muscovy duck is those ugly city ducks that you see everywhere.
Like the big ass ones. They like
They're actually
what's
from Portugal. They brought them over here for hunting, but it's the ones that you see all over, like the
okay.
community. But the thing is, like where I live, so since Muscovies are not native, you're allowed to kill as many as Muscovies as you want. You can
Oh,
kill a
fly.
whole fucking group if you want. But the thing is, you can't kill them because you live in a neighborhood, and I wouldn't
Oh,
eat
so
anything in
people
a
don't want to see
neighborhood.
it.
So I live so deep in the woods to see this fucking duck. I was like, bro, this shit is dinner. And I've always wanted to try. I've never ate one.
So how did that change your mindset going from
Oh,
someone
bro, it
that
was
just
hard.
like would go, like you said, Publix, like you're always going to Publix, always buying
Yeah,
food,
yeah.
to just being like, you know what, fuck it. Now I'm gonna go start just hunting for my food. Like I'm driving down
So
the
my
street, no
first
one's
hunt,
around me, and like fuck
no,
that
well, you
duck.
can't do
Like,
that.
oh, for
No,
real?
there's rules. You can't shoot like within a like
I shouldn't say shoot it, but like you could pull up and just take it home
no,
if
no,
you
because
wanted
you're not
to.
allowed to shoot off the road,
No,
kind of
I'm saying,
shit.
but can you take it? Like if you just
Yeah,
snatched it
yeah,
up
yeah.
and put it in your
So
truck.
I mean, so if we're talking about hogs, so one, if you're talking about hogs, you can kill a hog anytime you want.
Okay.
And if it was in your backyard, which would be fucking very rare, you can kill it because he's on your property. Bro, I'm scared. Boom, I killed the hog. You get what I'm saying? But off rib, like hunting laws, you can't shoot off anything off the road. You can't be dry. Like I can't be on US 27, which is a country ass highway. Be
Okay.
like, oh shit, a fucking boar. You can't do that
Okay.
because technically there's people around you.
Mm,
Another law is you kind of got to be like a mile within the woods before you start shooting.
okay.
You get me? So, and then obviously after that, you got to have a license to kill a deer, and you got to pay for your stamps. You got to have a license to kill a duck, and then you got to pay for your stamps. You know what I
How
mean?
long does that last you? Like a
Those
year?
stamps is every year. You
Okay.
pay it every year.
Damn.
Besides that, if you want to become a hunter, you also got to go through hunter safeties and become a hunter, and you get
That's
registered by the
gun
federal.
or that's just any form of
Any
hunting?
form of hunting. And then you
Damn.
got to find out the law. So like shotguns carry 7 bullets. My hunting shotgun carries 3 bullets because it's a game. You get me?
Okay.
Hence the game.
Yeah.
Because if I had 7 rounds,
just
you better damn
pow,
sure
pow,
you
pow,
better
pow,
kill that
pow.
fucking duck. But if you have 3 rounds, it's a game because now I gotta fucking reload. And if you didn't kill a duck in 3 rounds, you fucking suck.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's times I don't get a duck, you know. But it makes
It's
you
not your
think, you
day.
know.
Yeah.
So it makes you really like process. You never want to like shoot the sky because then it rains on you. But it's just a waste of bullet. And then if you want to shoot a duck, just plan because another thing, ducks fly in pairs. So get ready to shoot 2.
Okay.
You know. But honestly, talking about the transition for me, I was ready mentally to do it, but I'm an animal person, so to actually finally kill an animal
Did you
was
throw up
kind
the
of
first
rough.
time?
Throw up?
Yeah.
Nah, but I definitely felt bad because so my first duck, I killed it. Boom, no problem. But my
You shot
second
it?
duck, yeah, I shot it, and it was
Okay.
a very cool experience. Shout out to my boy Terry. So I became a hunter during COVID because I was getting that money, yada yada yada, stacking up. I was like, fuck it. My homeboy told me, he's like, Josh, you've been talking about you want to go hunting. If you don't hunt this year, nigga, I'm never gonna teach you. So you better buy your equipment. So I bought my equipment. I took the course. Long story short, $10,000 later, between guns and outfits and all that shit,
Damn.
I became a hunter. Because I also didn't buy cheap guns, you know.
Fuck. So yeah, you
And
want some good,
so
of course.
if I'm gonna go in, I bought like not entry level, the next level, so at least I can have a good gun and sit with it, you know,
Okay.
before I get a really good one, you know. Which
Facts.
is even to this day, I don't think I'm gonna switch up my guns because I just love them. We already have a relationship. Long story short, my boy Terry took me out hunting, and I'll never forget, bro. And one thing about hunting, and I watch the hunting shows all the time, is that I've learned is and again, it's talking about peace. Fuck the hunt is I see skies that people never get to see in their lives. I see sunsets that some people never can even imagine. And
Facts.
I see sunrise that people have never seen, you know? I've seen the Milky Way so many times. Some people have never
Where's
even
been the
seen it
best
once.
place to hunt?
I haven't got the privilege to go too many places, but I can tell you I had a good time hunting in Michigan. Like it was really dope. It was fucking freezing. It was like negative 12 degrees. So that was a really cool experience because like I'm hiding in the blind, I'm hiding on the ground, and my ass was frozen, bro, because the ground is fucking frozen.
Facts. You
You know what
shaking
I
in that
mean?
shit. Yeah.
So it was like that was a cool experience. But I mean, Florida's beautiful, bro.
Okay.
Like I love that fucking southern sun, like that sky, the way it looks, the marsh, you know, the ducks. But long story
What's your
short, I'm
favorite thing
sitting.
to hunt? Oh, my bad. Go
My
ahead.
favorite thing, honestly, waterfowl is the hardest one.
What is
Ducks
that?
are fighter jets. Ducks is a fighter jet,
Uh,
bro. The motherfuckers be flying V's and cutting around, bro. It's insane. So if you can shoot something moving that fast, bro, you know how to shoot.
okay. You
So
like the
long,
challenge?
no, it's yeah, because like boars, every hunt, that's why it's called hunting. Like it's not called killing, it's called hunting because it's all about the pursuit, you know?
Okay.
Like literally hunting is 90% and then killing is 10%. Or 5%, and then 5% is cleaning, you know, like processing the meat.
This makes sense why you like hunting being an artist. I feel like it's the same thing as the process.
Cause it's
It's not
and
about
but
the last
yeah,
10%, it's
yeah,
about the
yeah.
90% that
And
leads up
then
to it.
also the sitting, bro. Like how often you as a man you get time to just sit and pause and just
Yeah.
shut the fuck up and
I've been
just sit there.
practicing that lately.
It's hard, bro.
It's meditation,
And a lot of
bro.
people freak
Yeah.
out with the whole silence thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like being in that much quietness, bro. I'm so used to it now. There's times I just go there and just I fall asleep for an hour with my gun like this, and I'm like, oh my god, amazing. All right, where the fuck is this animal at? But nah, bro, it's fucking amazing, bro. To actually like, we live such a fucked up life. It's just nice to actually just sit there and look at shit, just move around, bro. I'm looking
Facts.
at the trees, the grass, random crickets. Oh, there's a bird and you don't hear nothing and you're just watching life move in front of you like a motion picture and
There's
you
like a
just sit there.
Japanese thing for that. I saw it today. It was talking about like healthy habits that the Japanese follow, and there's like a thing where it's like just going and sitting in a forest and just like
Just sit there.
engage in your
Dude, I'm about to
surroundings, like
start
have
hugging trees. I
nothing.
found out that actually takes out stress.
I saw that
Like if
before.
you actually put your chest on a tree and you hold it for fucking like a whole minute, it will literally pull the stress out of your body.
It's crazy how the human body works. Like the things
It's
that we
crazy that
know
we don't
now.
know this shit.
No, but we know it. We just hid the information.
No,
The things that
we
we
don't
now
know it. They
know.
said that shit's fucking, hey, you fucking weirdo. Why you damn tree hugger? He's
But
like,
they
oh,
knew.
I
That's
ain't
the
no tree
thing.
hugger. My bad.
That's the opposite. They knew and they just told us it's
No, they made you
bad.
feel
They made you
weird.
feel weird. Yeah, of course.
Ew.
Yeah.
You hug trees?
It's like ADHD, bro. It's like the same thing. Like the way
No,
you can hyper
ADHD, bro, you
focus
just
and do
gotta
so many
fucking do
things.
something, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
You're fucking
Be
confined.
stimulated.
Yeah,
But like
play with
people
the
don't
dirt
know.
for a second. You know, sniff
Collect
grass
some
or something
rocks.
like,
Yeah.
bro. Yeah, chew on sand. I don't fucking know.
Damn.
Whatever cures your ASMR craving, you know. But no, so real quick, the hunting. Me and my boy were sitting over there. I'm sitting over here. We're sitting in tall grass, and I see the duck. We're getting ready, and I was like, "Yo, Terry, hit that call." He's like, "No, no, no, just let him come." I was like, no, bro, just hit the fucking call. So he hits the call. Wah, wah. The ducks are flying this way. I guess he did a very sexy call. These motherfucking ducks turned around. They came right at us. And I was like, holy shit, Terry, these ducks are coming. And I'm just standing there. And he's like, you ready, Josh? And another thing is, we're far, bro. It's like he's actually more like I'm here and he's by the front door. But the
Okay.
cool thing in hunting, there's these headphones that makes everything hypersensitive and any high level volume shuts it off. So when I shoot my shotgun, it
Mutes it.
shuts it, it mutes it. But I can talk like, hey, yo, you see that fucking shit over there? And we can
Yo, the
hear each other.
ASMR hunt would be insane. Imagine recording
Oh,
yourself
dude, it's so bad
ASMR. Just like,
because it's just like,
what are you trying to do?
yeah.
You trying to pull up?
And then,
Oh, yes.
and then you just hear the grass. It's like, hell yeah! It's like, yeah, all that. But no,
That'd
the
be
funny thing
lit.
is, like, so we're literally whispering to each other because we can hear each other from a far distance. And the ducks turn around, and bro, I swear to God, we were like, so the grass went this way, and then we're sitting here, and then there's a line. Because that's another thing. Ducks fly between these lines
Okay.
just for protection because they know people are going to shoot them. So sometimes they're good. And you also want to find open ponds. But long story short, these ducks came down, bro, and these motherfuckers came right in front of us and bam, and he got one and that shit and it dropped. And that was lit. But the second duck, I had to kill it myself and I felt so bad, bro. And another thing is duck neck is like so tiny. So like a duck neck can fit in there and you can't choke it. So I'm like, I'm trying to kill it, Terry. It just won't die. And it
You had to
sucks. So
choke it afterwards.
yeah, so they also they have a little thing called a finisher, and it's like a key with a hook, and you just put the hook behind their head and you twist it, and it just
Damn.
kills their brains. But I didn't have the fucking hook. So he's
Why
like,
don't you just
Josh,
stab it?
I also didn't have a pocket knife. And I
Okay.
think that's aggressive. I don't know. That's crazy.
I
I
feel
mean,
like
I
I'd
could
rather
have,
stab something than
but
hook
I
the
was
brain
trying.
to something.
No,
Bro,
no,
that's
that's
crazier.
easy. No,
You're
you.
snapping something's neck. You're
No,
telling me.
I know, but it's easy to just put that thing and just go like that. It really is. Like that whole like.
I feel like I'd be more cruel. Nah, if you just tell me just quick a little shank,
Yeah, I mean, you most likely will stab yourself.
that's fair.
You know, because it's such a tiny little neck. We're talking about like a neck like this.
They're
Like
really that small.
try to squeeze your pinky, bro, as hard as you can. You can't. It never hurt. You just that grip strength is not there.
I
We're
don't know, dog. I
fucking
started doing jujitsu
bro. We're
recently.
capped out though. You know what I'm saying? Like you can choke this out. Jiu-jitsu a duck, that'd be fucking nuts. But yeah, nah, dude, it was pretty hard. I had a hard time killing it. I put it between two sawgrasses, and I was like, "Yo, Terry, it's still fucking alive." He's like, "Don't worry, it's gonna fucking drown." And then that was it. But
Damn.
anyways, back to your life, bro. Fucking
Yeah, I haven't killed ducks yet. I haven't
Nah?
gotten there. No,
I
not
mean,
not on that side quest yet. But I'm definitely gonna get there.
hey, when you decide to eat some meat, bro, let me know, bro. I'll make you some food.
I
All my
ate-
friends that became vegetarian too all eat meat, and it's funny because like now when they try my dishes, like, bro, this is so good.
See, it's not for me. It's not so much about not eating the meat. It's more so how I feel.
Yeah,
Like I
afterwards.
like the energy that I have and just like the cleanliness.
Yeah.
I run a lot too, so
Yeah,
like
yeah.
part of the reason I stopped. I went vegan originally before vegetarian. I just couldn't keep my weight up. But a lot of that stuff, like the chemicals and whatnot, are stored in your knees, your back, your hips.
Oh
Like
yeah.
that's why inflammation happens and all that. So I try to eat as healthy as possible.
So what's like your diet? Let's say what's your daily diet kind of thing?
A lot of
now?
rice, a lot of beans down here, of course. It gives
Okay.
me carbs and protein. A lot of pasta, vegetables. I love Haitian food. Haitian's just always a good
Yeah.
one. Yeah, they got like the best rice bean, little vegetable curry, mac
Yeah.
and cheese, sweet plantains, some pickles and hot sauce, bro.
Hey,
And-
pickly is everything.
right. That
I
on
love
top.
pickles,
Yeah.
bro.
I
That
didn't
shit
know
makes-
about it until I came down here.
Really?
I'm not going to cap. Yeah. New York, I feel like they don't really pickle a whole lot.
It's
The
just
Jamaicans,
it's just a
some,
coleslaw.
but it's different. I don't
Yeah.
really eat coleslaw, but I'm gonna throw pickles on almost anything.
But I be making my own pickly.
Really?
Yeah, because also fucking cabbage is good for your intestines.
Yeah, that's probably
Like,
the reason I eat
really
a lot
good.
of it. Yeah,
Yeah, that shit fucking cleanses the fuck out of you. And hey, a happy stomach is a happy body, bro.
exactly. And
That's-
mine, like
yeah.
I've struggled a lot. That's the big thing for me too. I had anxiety for a while. That went away eventually, but
With your dieting.
yeah, and then just in and out of depression. Like I go through phases. I don't know if it's the artist, the life, the whatever, but I just hit
I
those.
feel like as an artist, I feel like we just don't feel like we're enough. What do you think?
It's funny that you said that because I tried to figure out what the word
Because
enough really means.
sometimes you're depressed for no reason.
Yeah, it's just a day.
Yeah, like
But
what
that's
the
why I think
fuck?
I see, to me it's a chemical thing. I think some people get depressed and have a spout of depression. I think other people you're just chemically like off in the
Unbalanced.
brain.
Yeah, yeah,
Imbalance
yeah,
is probably
yeah.
a better word to use. So that imbalance makes you almost have just like imagine like a system flushing. Some days it just flushes itself, and you're like, yeah, today's a fucking day. Like I'm dying out here. Like
Yeah.
I don't know how I'm gonna make it through this shit. And then the next day you're like, all right, well I'm ready to take on the fucking world, and like nothing even really phases me.
So is
It's
that
just
bipolar?
maybe.
Because the
Who
thing is,
really
I never
knows? Like
understood bipolar because I feel like everyone's bipolar, bro. You can have sad days, and the next day you be happy as fuck. Or
I
do
think
people
it's a
switch within
range.
minutes?
No, I think it's a range because I've had friends that were bipolar, and some of the experience I've had with them where they're like, you'll be in school with them perfectly fine. You send them a text when they get home, and they're like fucking crying and like screaming at you. Like
So it's like mood
they'll
swings
fluctuate.
within really quick.
Yeah, and it'll be like extremes too. It's not like you'll go from like kind of happy joking to like just chilling, like quiet. It's like you'll go from happy laughing to like, yo, what the fuck are you like
Yeah.
full screaming, like
Okay.
you lose
Okay.
your
So it's a
mind.
quick, like, instant spectrum of change of mood.
But that's why I say I think it's a range because I don't think everyone's that
Okay.
range of bipolar. I think some people have like it's like what do they say, autism or whatever, like
Yeah.
some of these other things, like it's like a spectrum. It's probably the
Hey, when
same.
I was growing up, there wasn't even autism. Everyone, it was Asperger's.
Yeah, pretty
And you can
much.
like grow out of that
Now
shit.
it's like trendy. I'm like, what the fuck? How did we
Yeah.
go from that as
Honestly,
kids to now?
me, like, in the age group that I am, people have fucking kids, and I love and hate when people have a kid that they can't handle. Like, oh, nigga's autistic. I don't know what to say. He's a little badass. He's autistic. It was like, no, bro, you're lazy.
Yeah.
You don't discipline your kid. Beat his ass.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, to me, that's the biggest thing. I think most people just lack discipline, and I think
A
that's
lot.
why, yeah,
A lot.
everyone's. That's why it's trendy now, bro. Because like,
I hate it, bro.
yeah,
I fucking hate it. Like I was taking a parenting course recently, and I'm sitting at everyone all this shit. And there's different people. I had some fresh off the boat Haitian people in my class. Had some white families there. I had some your random baser kind of dad type of shit.
yeah.
Long story short, I looked at all of them. I was like, bro, you know what the fucking problem is? Y'all niggas don't discipline none of your kids. Y'all soft as fuck. That's the problem with 2024. Parents are just soft as fuck and too worried about, oh, I'm gonna get in trouble. Bro,
Yeah.
get in trouble for your kids' fucking future.
No, I agree with that.
Because these kids do not have any sort of discipline, bro.
To me, it almost establishes it within your personality too. Like I was heavily disciplined as a kid from my dad, and I think that's part of the reason I'm so disciplined with myself in my life is just because I'm so used to it.
Yeah.
It was always like do things this way, like make sure
I
you're
mean, you
staying
never
within
seen a
width
kid that
span, like,
was came from a disciplined ass family that was a sloppy fat piece of shit, bro. Like this
no.
nigga's structural. Like this, their life is slightly together.
Usually you're
you
like
know?
mentally a little off,
Yeah,
and then you
for
gotta figure
sure.
it out. But
Yeah.
yeah, other than that, you're pretty much set.
Yeah, no, you're definitely
I
a
think
little
you
bit
need
off. Because I was talking to, I was even gonna say it earlier to Ryan. I was talking to someone, they were talking about like, yeah, how they were a cutter. And I was like, yeah, I was never a cutter. Fuck that shit. That's weird. And then I looked at myself, I was like, I basically cut. Every time I wanted to cut myself, I tattooed myself.
Damn, that's actually kind of a good point.
So anyone that looks like me, you guys got problems for sure.
You think that's why you got a lot of your tattoos?
No, so it
to
sounds kind of
relieve-
crazy, but my main thing about my tattoos is, and this is a crazy way to think at 8 years old, but my dad was on some other level shit. So out of all my siblings, I'm the darkest one.
Okay.
And I was raised in New York, and I was in Washington Heights, and people already saw Dominicans as like a fucking issue. And he's like, bro, I'm gonna let you know right now, your skin color is gonna get you into a lot of trouble.
Mm.
So when I got to a certain age, I already established in my head, is like, bro, if you're gonna hate me for my skin color, I'm gonna make you hate me for what I did. I'm not gonna let you hate me for what God did. So at an early age, I started tattooing myself.
Damn.
And honestly, I still had, because before all this shit too, I was an architect. I went to college for architect. I worked as an architect.
Okay.
I didn't continue pursuing it because I already had this arm sleeved out by the time I was already kind of walking out of high school. Like this was already all done by my senior year, this inside part. But long story short, my boss told me, and I was his top architect, like draft dryer. And he told me after a while, I was like, Josh, you can't do no more clients because you're just getting too many tattoos and it's not professional. And then once I Once he kind of told me that, I was like, fuck these fools. I don't want to do this shit anyways.
It's kind of crazy how it's changed so much, though.
Oh, nah,
low-key.
yeah, bro. I can't wait till fucking weed legalizes so I can call my mom and be like, ah, bitch, you dumb. You a dumb bitch. Weed's legal now.
Yeah, I think that's
because my mom's fucking from DR, bro. She grew up when that shit was mad communist and weird. And I would never forget when because my
It's like a
mom's
hard
rules.
drug to them.
Yeah, super hard drug. To this day, my mom, I'm a fucking drug addict.
Damn.
But she's a hardcore alcoholic. You know what I mean? It's fucking crazy, bro.
It's a
but
worse drug than weed.
Yeah, I know. But the funny part is like, my whole life. So my mom's deal was like, hey, as long as you get A's and B's, you can smoke weed. So I always been a good school kid. Like I always got my grades right. But to her, it was just the end of the world. And she always said, weed has been trying to become legal since I was a little girl. She grew up in New York since she was 13, you know?
Yeah.
So it was like, her whole life is like, it's always been trying. And I was like, bro, keep playing. This shit's about to hit.
It's right there.
And right here, November 4th, baby.
Yeah,
She's the first person I'm texting. I'll have her
Nah,
on
for
speed.
real?
I already planned out the text. I'm
like
gonna
at
send
this
her the
point,
fucking
like,
link.
It's I think it's just become like known to the point that people don't see it as such a negative.
My
Like,
thing is though, so with me is I like that weed is becoming legal, but I'm very suspicious about it because the government never gave us anything that's good.
oh no, I would still buy it
So
from a dealer before I would go buy it from the government.
Well, I got to be on fucking government weed right now because of court reasons and custody reasons.
Valid. Okay.
But besides that,
do you see a difference?
So I'm not gonna lie. When I first started smoking weed that first week, I felt like I was on crack. It was just a crazy high. Like I would smoke a joint, I'm like, yo, I am fucking lit.
Did you take a break before? Or you think it was just straight up the weed?
No, I've never taken a break since I was 13.
Damn.
I ain't no quitter. The quality,
Ever.
yeah. So that's another thing is, so look, I'm gonna tell you right now because I'm in the weed industry. I've always been around it. I got homies in Michigan that fucking have multiple 100 lamp grows. I got homies in fucking
NorCal.
Yeah, California that literally grow fucking concentrated weed that looks like meth, you know, and I got homies in Oregon. So I'm in the weed fucking industry. Like I know about weed. So this is the problem right now is, and I've always said it back in the days, the day that we find out how to sell weed like it's cocaine, meaning that you can step on it, weed's gonna go a whole nother level and niggas gonna make so much money. So what's happening right now is we got a thing called CBD.
Yeah.
Right? CBD looks just like fucking weed, bro. So, and it's happened. So back in the days, you can buy a pound, be like, oh my God, I'm about to buy a pound for $600. I just came up. No, motherfucker, you just bought CBD.
Type shit.
And people thought they bought THC. So they're over here selling their $600 pound. And people are like, yo, why the fuck am I not really getting high? Or you get a little bit high because also people spray it with THC.
Yeah.
Because they actually know it was CBD. Because some people know, some people don't know. You know what I'm saying? So
nah, that shit big in New York for sure.
No, I know. And up north, bro, we're about them licks.
Yeah.
We fucking about to come up. We invented the come up. You know what I mean?
Shit. That's all we know.
So the thing about, so that's another reason, like, I didn't get too crazy about it is because, like, when I'm going to a fucking medical marijuana store, I know what I'm buying. It's gonna tell me my THC levels, my CBD levels, if it's indica, sativa. So the thing is, like, I might have just been fucking, even though I thought I had fire ass weed, because there was a point too, I'd be like, damn, bro, this shit's fire as fuck. I'm paying $300 an ounce. Why the fuck am I not getting high? Bro, and then you go to fucking True Leaves, you buy a fucking $20 eighth, and you're fucking wrecked.
One hit and you're done.
Yeah, and you're like, damn, this fucking joint's fire. And it's because, bro, this is fucking real weed. They got it down to a science. The thing that it is scary is that, bro, it is government-based, and these niggas can be doing whatever the fuck they want. But, again, also the street can be selling you some fucking trash. And it's very susceptible, bro. And I said it a long time ago, and it's done now, bro. Everything is sprayed. They spray shit on it. So it's like very scary. And it's like the fact that like there's, fentanyl can be in your weed. It's very possible, bro. Because another thing is, like, I don't think the people selling drugs are putting fentanyl. The government sees drugs and they put it back in the streets. So it's like, it's very fucking plausible, bro. Who the fuck knows? But again, I am very skeptical about medical marijuana, but I mean, we can't, I don't know, bro. I mean, we were talking about meat, you know, and food, all that stuff.
Exactly.
So it's like,
what's the difference?
It's all the same shit. My thing is,
they said they poison the food, like, and that gives you cancer, and then
but the funny thing is, like, the latest thing that I've even seen, the guy's like, So if a supermarket has a whole healthy food section, what's the rest of the supermarket? And I've never thought of that because, like, bro, what?
Nah,
What?
that ass.
What the fuck?
But then you go
If
and
there's
you
a
look
whole
at the
aisle, healthy
too.
food and organic, what is all this?
Trash.
And I never thought of this. Like, bro, that is fucking right.
Well, yeah, like for me, the big thing was like, think about that. You walk into the store, you buy your shit, right? And then you go home, you eat it. Like some people don't even make their own food. What you're consuming is what your body is burning. Like it's fuel. Like if you think of a car, like to me, I
100%.
started like looking at it the same way you kind of looked at hunting in Publix. It's like if I'm gonna fuel my body to do whatever I need
I
to
want top
do,
of the line, bro.
exactly. Like why the fuck am I gonna put some shitty gas in my car?
Yeah,
Like,
100%.
I'm a Ferrari.
Yeah.
Like why the fuck would I not feed my
100.
Ferrari?
And
the
once
right
you start
gas?
treating yourself, bro, you see shit play out.
Yeah, everything in
Perfectly.
my life expanded upon that point. That's the only reason I haven't gone back to eating like meat in that sense is because there's times where I'm like, yo, it looks good. Like I would like to in a sense, but
But
I
the thing
just
is,
feel
like,
so good. I feel like I'm good at
the
everything
problem is
else.
with me with like also just fucking saying fuck meat is that, bro, it's so much easier to taint your vegetables than it is to taint meat.
Yeah, I mean, to me, that's just America, though. I
No,
just
I
kind
know,
of
I know.
accept it. You got to pick your poison here.
No, I know, but like it's so easy to die off of pesticides versus steroids or
Fair.
hormonal, you know?
Yeah, I mean,
No, it's, I mean, hey,
it's pick your poison.
no, it
bro.
is, it is
Everything
exactly.
in America is a pick your poison
No,
game.
it is, it really is, and it's kind of fucking sad. That's why, like,
Yeah.
I try to grow my vegetables, and it's not easy, bro. Out of fucking 15 vegetables, my bok choy is winning right now. That shit looking healthy as shit. Bok choy.
Like, I hate it.
You hate it?
No, you.
Oh no, I actually love bok choy. It's like one of the best greens you can have.
Really?
But you know why it's only alive? Because a spider web grew over it and it eats all the bugs. So Charlotte looked out. I looked at Charlotte. I was like,
why don't
Charlotte.
you like buy more spiders somewhere and like introduce them to your?
No, I'm sure Charlotte's gonna hit. She gonna hit her
Yeah,
1,000. That shit just gonna spread my whole.
Valid.
No, but like, so I grew like I could try to grow carrots, pretty fucking hard. Cucumbers, pretty fucking hard. Huh?
Broccoli? Is that like?
I tried broccoli. It was pretty fucking hard.
Really?
Yeah. The only thing I'm really good right now is my plantains. Oh no, my bananas.
Okay.
That shit throws sisters every week.
So I heard bananas got mutated. Is it
Yeah.
true? Are
But
the bananas you get like real bananas or they're like?
No. And honestly, you wouldn't want the bananas from like the 1800s, bro. The seeds are that big.
Yeah.
Why would you want to just crunch through seeds like that?
Yeah.
Look, another thing is I don't trust government food, but there's some mutations we needed to happen, bro.
Yeah.
We can't talk shit, you know? Bro, we're mutated.
No, that's
you
why
know
I
what we
asked.
used
I
to
know it
look
was the
like?
small ones,
We
the
were
big
hairy,
ones.
ugly motherfuckers that just crawled around all day. Be happy that we're mutated.
Type shit.
Like even our kids now, they're not the same humans as I was. They're like super like homo hetero set like homo like I don't know like
yeah.
they're a different type of human.
Facts.
Like my parents, like me, because I'm 36, bro. So me and my parents are still the same human. Like my kid is not the same human as that generation. We're
so
that
saying,
much
like evolution wise. They're like
evolution wise.
the next
Anyone like
anyone
anyone that had a kid after that was born like in 96, your kid is not the same human as you are.
I'm 97, bro. Gang.
Hey, you might be a whole fucking different human, bro.
I'm an alien, bro. I
Yeah,
say that all
there
the
it
time.
is.
I'm not from here.
Hey, I believe it. But nah, bro, I just don't trust none of it. And
Yeah.
you gotta invest in yourself.
Oh,
And not just in
100%.
money wise.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
To me, that's the money just comes, like, you know, it comes, it goes, but like your health doesn't. It's just one thing that you kind of either you take care of yourself or you don't. And usually the people that don't have some fucked up sickness or other problem. And I'm just like,
That's how even with my
I
dogs,
want to try to
bro.
avoid it.
I tell people all the time, it's like, oh, my dog's always in the vet. And I was like, bro, you probably feed him pedigree. And
Yeah.
fucking
like
Publix
the
food.
terrible, yep.
Like, if you
Exactly.
paid good money for your dog's food, your dog probably would never get fucking sick.
Yeah.
You know
for
what I
real.
mean?
I mean, they always tell them like eat like chicken and rice or some
Yeah.
shit. Like whenever they get sick to like fix their stomach. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah.
And it's
like
the
they
same thing
know.
with
they,
us.
they go to the vet and they tell them to eat like the same things we're eating because
Yeah.
like that's what they're made to eat.
Well, now they're
And then-
saying like you can keep your dog and your cat alive longer by actually making them the same meal you do. Just don't fucking season it.
Huh.
Just give them your rice and your carrots and all the vegetables and shit, and that motherfucker
I
can
mean,
live.
they can eat pretty much anything except
Oh, my
grapes,
dog
right?
loves
Grapes
my
and
dog
chocolate.
loves all that shit.
Yeah.
He but like yo, lately, like, I'll be eating strawberries. He'll eat my strawberries. Like, that motherfucker eats all. I have a Dogo Argentino, and shout out to my Dogo Argentino guys. I'm actually selling all the puppies. We got 9 for sale.
Okay.
And they'll be ready in a couple weeks. So by the
That's
time
a
you
small
sight,
dog, big dog.
oh, huge, bro. So they're the same thing as a cane corso,
Oh shit.
but they're all white.
Damn.
Yeah.
What
So
color are its
gorgeous.
eyes?
So my dog has 2 color eyes.
Damn,
He's
this thing sounds lit.
one blue, one black, one blue and one brown. But he's a
And
stud,
like
bro.
looks tough,
So
like the
Ryan
like.
was my roommate when we first got him, and bro, we would walk this motherfucker, and people were like, "Yo, do you teach your dog how to walk like that?" I was like, "Nah, bro, that nigga knows he's a shit. Like, how the fuck do he walks like this,
I
bro?
would say does the
Bro,
little high
look,
chest like.
nah, bro, he was a. They used him for killing lions and shit. But look,
Damn.
these are the puppies. Look at them. Oh, but like, I'll show you Daddy. Dad's a shit. That's my boy. I love him. Probably one of the smartest, strongest dogs I've ever had in my life. And I grew up with like Rottweilers, Chow Chows, German Shepherds. Bro, this dog would destroy. I mean, my dog's a sweetheart now, but if he really wanted to, he can do some work. Where the fuck is this ugly motherfucker at?
How'd you like your German Shepherds?
They were cool. I mean, they all have like hip problems. So like mine didn't last that long. And honestly, all of mine were rescues and stuff, but
He looks cute as
thick
hell.
boy. But no, bro, one of the smartest dogs, strongest dogs.
You take it hunting?
So the thing is, like, he's so ready to kill something, I can't take him hunting.
Hmm.
So I'm trying to get him on the motion. He's only 4 too.
Okay.
So right now I taught him like the whole shock collar thing. So he understands his boundaries, and like now I don't have to shock him anymore. It's like a beep.
Okay.
But another thing, when you hunt, you can't make too much noise. So
Hmm.
like I just got that step. Now that we just lived in the farm, he walks. I've let him slowly walk through the 5 acres. You know, before I kept him in 1 acre, exercise that. Now I'm working him on the front property where there's no fencing, because my back has fencing, and I actually got that place for the fact that it has fencing connected to my house, and then I have an outside fencing because I also have alligators. So
Damn.
yeah,
You
which
live
I'm
like a
actually,
whole separate life
bro. I'm
out of
actually the
like.
first Dominican with a alligator license in Florida.
Really?
Yeah, I just got it. I got it September
Put the shit on a
8th.
flag.
September 8th. One mark for one step for Dominican Republic. You know.
Congrats, bro. Congrats.
Thanks, man. So what's some of the next plays you got with your art? Like the stuff that you're making now. Like, how do you get to that point?
Yeah. So I'm working on my newest collection right now. Originally we were looking at Art Basel. It's still playing for Art Basel. I'll have the release. It's just honestly my year, I guess year and a half almost, and just summing up kind of my life into a visual sense. There'll be a
Okay.
storyline with it as well. I mean, you know how art is.
Yeah.
Most people see it, they have their own story, and then ask you what created this or what was emotion, whatever. It's probably going to be about 40 to 50 pieces total. I've
That's a
been just,
lot.
yeah, dog, I've been
Dude,
cooking.
that's work.
I've been absolutely obsessed.
And the thing is, your stuff is very like repetitive pattern, bro.
I found my
That's a lot.
It's
50
a lot of
pieces?
All right, so my biggest hero is Kobe Bryant. Like I
Okay.
love his mentality, his work ethic. Like I grew up playing basketball
Yeah.
too, so who he was outside of the court, on the court, everything. And it was just I got into the mindset very early with running and doing other sports that when it came to art, I treated art like a sport.
And it is.
Very much so. It's if you understand marketing and you understand the sport and the mindset and everything else
Yeah.
of art, you're golden. You just have to consistently do it. And I set the goal of like, I want to get to my 10,000 hours as quick as possible. And if I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to be it. So like I read art books, I study Rick Rubin, like down to every interview he's done, Mac Miller, like I'm more into
R.I.P.
music artists. Yeah. And I kind of operate in that space. I don't really like to make just piece and release.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah,
She was
making an
actually telling me
album.
about that. Like, you actually like to keep your shit too.
Yeah.
Like, dude, some of these I like now I'm getting used to some of my older stuff. Like, I'll let my friends have,
Okay.
but I'm not like that Barbie took me 2 years, bro. I'm
Yeah.
no rush.
It just resonates with you too.
And
Like
I paint it when I want to paint it, you know.
that's how I am for mine. Like
But that's dope, bro.
It's been a
Because there's
lot
some
of
people
that.
in here I feel like that are just here to get paid, and it's fucked up. And that's what I
Yeah.
hate. And I've interviewed some of these fuckers on the show, and it's like, bro, I hate you, motherfucker. But
You can
answer my
tell. I think a
questions.
lot of people you can tell, like
No,
low
you
key,
could.
like when they're in it for the money versus the art. That's why I say it's kind of like a sport. It's like a lifestyle. Like
It
even
has to
down
be.
to I now have a team around me. So before a lot of it was just me,
Yeah,
and I was doing all the marketing and all the jobs and bookings and everything. Now I work with other creatives, and like my creative guy said to me, he was like, I think what you need right now is an era. Like your favorite artists are like Tyler the Creator, Kanye West, ASAP Rocky. Like look how they replicate themselves, and
hmm
they all have an era. Like remember when Kanye was wearing masks? You
yeah,
remember when Tyler was doing Igor? Like,
yeah,
and for me, it was always blue was like a core color, and the past year has just been a cycle of like I was in a relationship. So coming out of that relationship, kind of refining myself, like developing, expanding, healing. It's a whole collection of just who I am and what's happened over this past time.
I got you.
Um, and for me right now, it's just been how do I dive into that? Like it's just kind of been fun because I'm just like, I want to embody my art. And the same thing you just said about money. To me, money comes with art. It's not really the
Yeah,
purpose. And what I said to you earlier of like the thing I've liked the most recently has just been how many people have said it's cohesive or like it's beautiful without me even bringing
yeah,
it
yeah,
up.
yeah.
Like someone's like, yo, I saw your Instagram page and you have beautiful work. Like,
But you as an artist, do you ever feel like people are lying to you? Because sometimes I've had lied to artists. So one lady told me, because that's another thing I hate. So someone's like, "Hey, he's an artist. What? You're an artist? Check out my artwork." And I was like, "Oh my god, here we go."
you got to
And
pull the
this old
photos
lady
out.
the other day, this older lady brought me her shit, and I was like, "It's nice."
Oh, see, I'm
And I
not
was,
that way.
and I was like,
I'll tell people it's not for me. That's my
No,
way
no,
of
but I
saying,
mean, bro, I used to go to art school and I'll fucking critique this shit. But the shit is like I kind of just wanted to get her away from me. So I was like, oh, it's so nice. And that was it. But another thing is like me, myself, and I've learned this between like on again, Instagram, like what they say. I'm in a point in life that so you know how like that like a water bottle costs $1, right? But at some venues or vending machine it costs $3. And then at a concert it costs $15, right?
yeah,
So right now I'm up to a point that some people will pay 5,000 for my painting, and then sometimes I will make a painting that people that fucking will only pay $200. So like I'm in the point that I'm willing to make my art and I'm willing to hit all the categories of people, but obviously I would like to be that $15 bottle of water all the time, but
yeah,
it's not going to be always there. But you still got to have the like you still gonna have to give it like the same kind of energy in a way,
facts.
but you still got to appreciate it. So like even now, like if I feel right and to the right person, I'll give their art. But like most of the time, it's like I do sell 'em for high numbers, but it's like if you really love that shit, it doesn't have to always be that high number. You know,
That's
there's
kind
like
of what I'm
even
finding
musicians.
now.
There's this one
Yeah,
musician. He plays in a New York subway, bro,
I've
and he
seen.
gets paid
Yeah,
like 500 for a show.
facts.
So
I've
it's
seen that
like, bro, you
before.
got to know how to like. And you even said, as an artist, we live in this realm between everyone,
Yeah,
and we have to like we take in from everyone and then we have to technically put out to everyone. We can't just take a little bit from the rich and the middle class and the poor and then just cater to the rich, you know? That's kind of fucked up
facts.
because we're literally absorbing everything and everything we touch, see and feel kind of thing. So
Yeah.
we have to share with everyone.
It's it's like almost like I guess the best way to put it is it's an experience. Like
It is.
even seeing a picture versus seeing it in person, like art just feels different. It has a different look, everything, like the depth to it.
Yeah.
And I think at this point, I started to realize that a little bit more. Same thing you were saying, like I did a lot of stuff before then and like worked with credible companies and all this stuff. So I thought of myself in the sense of I am that $15
Yeah.
water bottle. And I was selling a lot of my art very high. Like my first piece I sold was 12.5K, like very first public art ever. I
Hell
was
yeah.
like, I'm fucking lit, bro. Like
Yeah.
y'all can't tell me shit about
Yeah.
any pricing about y'all went to school. I never went to school for art.
Yeah.
Like I just did this, put this out. People said respect and paid it. And I was like, this is the way. And then I started going in reverse of like so business mindset to like I want people to have access to a piece of me while I'm
Oh,
here on earth.
forever. Yeah.
Yeah, and then they can have value out of it. I'm providing value so that when I'm here or when I'm not here, they can eventually sell whatever I just gave to them for more money and it's my duty now to give you something and then work hard to make it more valuable.
Yeah.
And to me now, I'm just like dropping
Do you know?
eggs.
Do you know an artist called David Cho?
Yeah.
Dude, I love his show. And this motherfucker be doing a piece and be like, "Oh, going to the thrift store, leave this paintings here." But it's funny because he was like, "I just left like $10,000 there." But it's fucking dope, bro, because that's what it is, bro. Like,
Yeah.
fuck all this shit. Like, it's
You have
literally
to-
about the impact and like.
I think you have to know how to play both sides of the game.
You
I
do.
think
You
there's
really
an
do.
art market and an art space where if you want to sell stuff for millions of dollars, which I'm a
I mean, it's dope.
competitor, like
Yeah, no,
to
it's
me,
dope.
like I want to be on Sotheby's
Yeah.
and someone be like, yo, he sold a piece of
Yeah,
art
yeah.
for like $1 million within the next 3 to 5 years.
And then you want a crackhead in Miami, like, yo, I got this when he was fucking banging tattoos.
Yeah, type shit. Like that shit to me is cool as fuck. Like, yeah,
But that's, dude, it's
like,
dope.
who
But
else? That's why I said like the hood to like the billionaires. Like I've drawn like art in like an hour for people and just giving it to them. Where like if I know a billionaire, I'm not fucking drawing you a piece of
Yeah.
art, bro, and just giving it to
Yeah.
you. It's just like the concept of
But
it,
it's
which
funny
is funny.
because like those motherfuckers are the ones that always get the freebies, and I hate it.
The crackheads?
No, the fucking millionaires and the
Oh.
billionaires. Bro, there's so many even rappers and rich people that I've done work for, and they think you got to give it to them for free. It's like, bro, no.
I don't think you should feel entitled to it, but I think you, in a sense, work for it.
Yeah.
I think if someone offers it,
But no,
it's
it's
a
like
sign
this
of
whole thing-
respect.
no,
if
but it's
you expect it, then it's a sign of being rude.
But it's almost like how you see like celebrities go to a fucking, they go to dinner at some place and they give them free complimentary shit.
Yeah.
Bro, that motherfucker has so much money. Fuck his complimentary meal. Give it to like a random person. Like, oh, hey, you know what? Surprise. You're the fucking 32nd person in this restaurant today. We want to bless you with a nice night at fucking Kiki's by the river, nigga. Get whatever you want on the fucking menu.
I mean, it would be nice.
$1,000 on the house. Like, no, you don't give it to fucking, I don't know, Adam Sandler. Bro, come on.
But
You
that's
don't
why I
need
say it's a
that.
respect thing. It's like a...
No, I get it. Respect. I
It's
get
like,
it. But it's
yo, I
like,
fuck with your movies, so let me give this. Like, to me, I'm the same way. Like,
I know, but that
there's some-
poor family that works so hard, or that group of people, regular human beings that want that experience, you don't think we
you
want?
never get it, yeah.
We never get it.
Yeah.
So, bro, 30-second guess, whatever. Here you go, $1,000 dinner tonight. Spend it. If you don't spend $1,000, that sucks on you, bro. But like to give it to someone that literally can change the world for a bunch of people. Oh,
Yeah.
thank you for coming. Have a free dinner. Like, fuck that shit, bro. I just don't think it's cool.
I'm on both sides.
I feel you. I want a free dinner. Kiki's by the river.
No,
Shut your
see,
boy
that's
out.
how I am. I love, don't get me wrong, I love a free dinner, but at the same time, I'm big on like, you got to work for what you want.
No, you do. You do.
So that's like, yeah,
I
that's why I
feel
say
that.
it's respect, just because at the end of the day, like, y'all did work for that shit.
No,
As
you
much
did.
as I want that free meal, like,
No, I get it.
But-
Because that obviously is paying homage to you. Like, bro,
yeah.
hey, kudos. Thank
type
you for
shit.
being here.
Yeah, like one day I'll be like, yo, my art's over there. And they're like, oh, you did that shit? All right, cool. Like,
Yeah, yeah. No,
to me,
that's
that'd
dope.
be fly as fuck.
It's dope. I mean, it's the
I want
same
mine
thing. with-
BWI. That's the airport I always fly into. And I'm like, I see art there. And I'm like, I want one day just to get free flights in my art in BWI. Just to be
Honest-
like, that's me, bro.
Honestly, I was the other day I saw a fucking video of like a plane graffitied, like an actual commercial plane.
Oh,
And I
okay.
was like, damn, would I fly that shit? That shit look kind of ghetto. That shit look dangerous.
Was it the Alec Monopoly one?
I don't know, but fuck that clown, bro. He's
You don't
cool,
fuck
but
with him?
nah, none of my peoples fuck with him, bro.
Too commercial for you.
Not even that he's too commercial. It's like I'm a street artist, bro.
Yeah.
So the thing is, if you ain't from the streets,
You
don't
don't
play that
respect-
street
yeah.
shit. Niggas say you're a muralist, cool. And another thing is, and I said in many episodes in my life, in this show, is the fact that we live in a time that no one's making Mickey Mouse, everyone's recreating Mickey Mouse.
Yep.
And I don't fucking fuck with no one that never took the time, bro. He's not even changing the face or the look.
Mhm.
He's literally reselling Monopoly, bro.
Yeah.
So me as an artist, I can't give no respect to a nigga like that because Monopoly is an artist. You get what I'm saying?
Feels.
So it's like me being the Dr. Seuss wrote the book, but the nigga who drew the book, nigga, if you gonna steal my shit, I'll be fucking pissed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, and then actually I lied. Dr. Seuss did draw those fucking characters.
Dead ass.
He did. He had actually journals. Dr. Seuss actually started as a drawing artist for the Nazis and all that shit. He did a lot of black hate crime type art, a lot of Nazi drawings and shit.
Yo, I did not know.
Yeah, look him up, bro. He was pretty
The
dark.
dark side of
But I don't
Dr.
knock
Seuss.
people, bro. Everyone has a fucking past. You know what I mean?
Facts,
But hey,
fair.
if we do weird shit with kids, that don't slide.
Yeah,
But
can't go there.
But no, I mean, we live in a time, bro. People are literally, no one's. That's why I try to take my time with anything in art, bro. No one is creating nothing new. We're literally over and over again reinventing the wheel.
I think that's kind of there's two sides to it because that's part of the reason why I do my pattern.
Yeah,
Because to me, I'm like, I don't want to do shit that anyone else is doing, but I can't say I created like pattern work. You know,
no.
like to me, it's like I took it from Keith Haring. Like
Yeah.
that's who inspired me. Where I was like, you got a pattern, dope. I want a pattern. I just don't want
Keith
to
Haring
copy
also, but
what
Keith
you
Haring
did.
did start that style of like those
The
cartoons,
figures, yeah.
those figures. So
Which is what I used to do before I figured out what my pattern was. I used to
Yeah.
draw figures like him and like do little shit like that. And
Yeah.
Basquiat, same thing. I feel like there's a million Basquiat artists.
I had a hard time with Basquiat
To understand his art.
Not even. I don't really care about understanding because art to me is perspective. You feel what you feel. There's no need to understand it.
Okay.
It makes me feel a way, and that's what it is, and that's why he made it.
Yeah.
He might be telling a story, but he doesn't care about your story.
Facts.
Because he knows it's gonna hit you. But Basquiat was like, he's low key like, I like it because I like that grungy shit too now. But to me, he was a splatter, bro. He was the beginning of a splatter. He was the first splatter, and he was right next to fucking Keith Haring.
But that was like he was an originator. That's why I have respect for him. And being a black artist, like that's to me, it wasn't about his art. It was who he was as an artist.
That's what's cool because he was
Yeah.
pushing a spectrum. One, he was black, and then two, he was gay in a very fucking tough time.
And creating art that no one else had done before. That was avant-garde and all that shit.
Yeah. Because another thing is like, so me, I never went to arts. I never did art my whole life. Like I never did art school. I just thought it was dumb shit until I went to college, and then I started learning design and all that shit. And then at first I thought design was gonna be stupid because I was like, bro, what the fuck is design? But once I started understanding like space and like weight and volume and like art, then I understood like, then I can say I understand Basquiat because he has so much texture, so much layer. The fucking layering of the paint, the way he applied it, the design of those creatures and random shit, and the way that he wrote the notes, you know?
Yeah.
Like those random sayings.
Enough space in between, cluster, different
magical.
shapes.
Now I can give him respect.
Random symbols.
But there's literally a lot of people over here just fucking splatting things, and I just want to.
Yeah, I think it's funny because I feel like art's coming kind of trendy now, where like people are just doing anything, and like it's not so much the same. Yeah, and I feel like you can tell the difference. That's one thing that I've noticed a lot of the times when I've had galleries or like whatever. A lot of people, they say they can feel my art, and to me, that's really what I make it for.
Yeah.
And I think there's other times where I go places and I see other art, and I'm like, I don't really feel this shit, bro.
Yeah.
Like it's just like a picture
But
on the wall.
I've
It
even
feels
posted, bro. We live like, there's no feel or like emotion to shit. Like our houses used to look doper, bro.
Yeah.
We used to live in castles. When I was a little kid, I was like, you know what? When I buy my land and I get some money, I'm gonna build a motherfucking castle, bro. Because why don't we live in castles anymore?
I want
Like,
a
there's
tree
no-
house.
Bro, amazing.
I have a
I
whole
love that
tree house
shit.
plan. Elevator in the tree,
Hey,
bro.
Dope. Hell yeah.
Underground
I'm with you.
parking.
I don't know if the tree would be alive after you did that, but I fuck with you.
Nah,
like
leave
it.
that shit. Oh,
Hey,
you're saying
elevator in the tree,
inside.
bro. You fucked the whole
No,
inside up.
That shit has to be fake. The elevator one, but the rest of the trees would be real for sure.
But nah, man. So like even clothes, bro. Clothes have no style. Cars got no style. Our phones, like we went from writing things onto like beautiful script and writing letters to each other to like writing just texts. You know,
Notes and
there's
texts,
no romance. There's no feel to none of anything in life anymore. And even art, we went from fucking drawing fucking naked ladies in the Titanic to like just
Jackson Pollock.
split splat. And
But
it's like,
to me, that's
nigga,
kind
come
of
on.
to me, that's the cool part, though. Like how we evolved. I think it does suck that we're like now at this place, like you said.
Everything's
to
so
me, that's-
sleek and clean.
That's our gap, though. That's where we get to have fun. Like even you said, as a street artist and being graffiti, to us, we see a building and we're like, that's a canvas. To other people, they're like, it's a blank fucking space.
Yeah.
I literally,
for
when I'm
sure.
running, I have pictures of like 40 different spots in Miami on my
I believe
phone
it.
where I'm like,
When I'm ready to, when I'm in my
That's my spot.
graffiti era,
Yeah.
because it comes in and out, it comes in and out. I'd be
Facts.
like, that's a spot.
You see
That's a
the
spot.
opportunity, exactly, and you're like, "To me, that's a
S-
canvas, and that's my room to create." To
yeah,
everyone else, it's a bland fucking building,
yeah,
but to us, we're like, "Yo, I'm gonna put this here," or the way this garage is framed, I can turn this shit into a mouth, and this is
yeah.
eyes up here. Like, we see things and create things that
I mean,
other
that's
people
how chaos
can't.
blew up,
Oh, for real?
or not chaos, cause.
Really?
Cause blew up because he would actually, and I actually wanted to do
I
that.
thought it was the figures. I didn't realize
No,
that.
so Cause actually used to go into the bus stops. He'll
Mhm.
take off the poster board in the bus stops and he'll paint over the poster boards his cartoons and put the ad back in. So his cartoon was always part of the ad.
Oh,
And that's how he
okay.
blew up.
Huh. See, I gotta
And I
try
was
some
like,
shit
damn,
like
that's
that.
dope as shit. And I was like,
Yeah.
damn, I want to do that. But that takes a long time. I take 2 years to paint something. These bus stops are gonna be fucking naked for a long time.
Just gotta speed it up, bro.
No, it is. It has to be a speedy thing. It's like the same thing with graffiti. It's like when you want to jump into graffiti, you start as a fucking mopper. You just mop everything. Or you start with stickers. Boom, stickers.
Yeah,
And
start
then
with
after
stickers
that,
first.
you become a throwy. You just quick throws. Pow. And then if you're not doing throws, you do stencils. Always the same thing. Cause that's how you blow up. You gotta do the same thing. And then after that, then you can start getting to the whole freight shit. And then you start bombing shit, doing things. But like, yeah, bro, you just gotta find your niche and then blow it up. But it's all the same consistency shit. It's like there's levels to it, you know what I mean? With anything. But
Yeah. I sprayed a few times, but I'm looking forward to starting to spray more consistently.
no, dude, it's dope. Honestly, I like when you start doing trains and you're over here chilling, you smoking a blunt in your balcony in Houston, you're like, oh, that's a train I did 4 years ago in Florida.
Damn, dead ass.
Yeah.
You've actually seen your work
Oh,
somewhere
bro, I've
else?
seen my train all the way in Alaska. I've seen trains in Canada.
Holy shit.
And the thing is, like, when you get really big into graffiti, we call fuck, can't even remember the term. There's a bunch of pages. Benchers. So so a bench is where trains kind of sit, but a bench yard is where a person would take all the pictures of all the graffiti of around the world and he'll start tagging you. So there's bench pages and they'll tag if they know
Like your work.
yeah, and what you can do is that they say me, I'll look a hashtag lust and see what I can find, and then someone's gonna post my train, and then I tag him, hey, that's me, cool, and then he tags you forever on.
Damn.
But nah, man, it's dope, and it's funny because like Houston, so if you do the Eastern Coastal train, that one actually goes to Houston and goes down to Mexico. So a lot of the
Okay.
time, like I would see my trains when I'll be chilling in Houston for tattoo conventions at my boys. And I'll see
Damn.
all my
I
homies.
never even thought about it like that. To me,
Oh,
I was always
bro.
just thinking like locally,
So
but
honestly, graffiti with trains started off because before a train will pass quicker than the mailman. So we would write messages to each other on a train. And then your other homie on the other town be like, Johnny said he had a baby. And then that train
damn.
will keep running. And then that's how, yeah, so that's called I think it's called monogramming. And monogramming is what we used to literally write with charcoal or chalk on a train. And then you would send messages to your boys in different towns and let them know what's going on.
That's smart as fuck.
And people still do it to this day. There's a lot of very famous graffiti artists. And I'm not the person to remember other artists unless I shook your hand kind of thing.
Okay.
But there's a lot of graffiti artists to this day. They do monogramming and they just message their other homeboys through trains.
That's kind of
It's
sick.
a hobo system.
Huh.
Fucking
Yeah, I'm gonna have to try
no, do it, bro.
some shit
Definitely do
like
it. Especially
that.
as an artist, it's very expressive. I can tell. I always tell people it's like painting trains saved my life and a lot of people's lives.
Yeah.
Because if I didn't paint a train, bro, I most likely would have killed myself or killed somebody else. And being in that train yard, the suspense of like painting and all that stuff and like doing something that
Your
you're not supposed to,
adrenaline, yeah,
yeah.
and you're like,
And
all
then
right.
painting it's also weird, like coming from an artist that's here and coming to an artist that's here.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother thing. That's why even this space, when I got the opportunity to be here, I was like, bro, artists, we're so confined to this paper or canvas on a wall. I was like, let me finally do something 3D.
Yeah.
And that's why this place looks like that, bro. This place is filled with like hidden doors and all that shit. And it's
Okay.
because like this was the first time me as an artist, I was like, bro, I'm gonna do something that's alive
Mm-hmm.
versus just being on 2D.
I
That's why
fuck
I
with
did the
that.
second floor, all that other stuff. But yeah, bro.
Yeah, that I feel like I have a lot of stuff indoors. like all my art is indoor based art, and that's why I want to start getting more into
No, I mean, bro,
that
one thing,
style.
you're tall. You can reach, you
Bro, I'm
can have
fast as
really
fuck.
big letters too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know,
I'm not getting caught. Like,
I'm sure people see my paintings like, oh, this guy's not that tall.
yeah,
His
I'm going
letters are
for this
about
shit.
6'5".
6'5" would be impressive. If you're like, what are you doing? You're doing
No,
stencils
so
that
the
rate?
thing is, there's
Oh,
a
you have a ladder, you
yeah,
said.
no, but there's a rule of thumb. So you never want to paint. You never want to do anything that you got to tippy toe. So the first thing is when you paint your letter, you paint it to your head height.
Facts.
Right? Because and when you first start, you start from the ground. Don't do no floaters because that gets too intricate with 3D. So you start from the ground. So you do your head height. After you do your head height, you do your filler. Then your outline should be this much more over your lettering. You know,
Okay.
because then your filler should be your full reach. Because
Mm.
again, we were talking about earlier,
You work your
graffiti is
way
a
out.
sport. Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't want to make anything look sloppy or that you couldn't reach it or too faded. Cause that means like, bro, this motherfucker just doesn't know what he's doing. So your furthest reach should be your fucking background filled and that's it. Cause you let it fade out. But for the most part, the letter should be your height, a little bit over for your outline. And then that's how you make your shit clean. Your body
Okay.
is literally the rule. The ruler. And another thing is when you come to graffiti, um, you know how when you draw, you kind of do everything in a motion. Your elbows, your pendulum, or your wrist is your pendulum.
Mm-hmm.
When you do graffiti, your arm is your pendulum.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna do something round, you do it, you squat and round, you know, you move your body.
Facts.
Graffiti is not this, it's all emotion. Everything's emotion, like the
Yeah.
way you move.
I've
So
spray painted stuff, but it's always been, like I said, indoor
yeah.
art. So like doing walls
No,
and
but I'm
stuff's
saying
gonna
when
be
you get to
completely
bigger
different.
things, you have
Exactly.
to move.
Yeah.
It's not you making no,
It's
you
finding your
move your
flow.
body.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
you move the
understanding even
body.
like the spray of it because you're
Mm-hmm.
like, I want it to like almost
But
speckle here.
now we have tips, so that's
Yeah.
even magical. Back in the days, for me to make tips, I would get a needle, burn
Poke
up the
it,
needle, and poke it. And
lick it.
no, you'll make the needle the hole bigger or smaller on your cap.
Oh, you're saying for the spray.
Yeah, the spray cap.
Okay.
Yeah. So back like now, bro. I mean, to this day, I sell spray caps,
Okay.
and there's fucking bro. You can do whatever shit. Rust-Oleum knows that we use them for graffiti. That Rust-Oleum sells you interchangeable fucking tips now.
Yeah. I have a
Yeah.
bunch. I literally have a bag full of just different tips I could use.
Yeah. So it's the shit, bro. But for 2024, bro, what's your major plan? What do you got going on?
Mainly his collection. Just really been focused on that. Like I said, 40 to 50 pieces.
Hey, you're
To
busy.
me, it was the goal was 52 weeks in a year. So I was like, if I can do 50 pieces, about a piece a week. Um, so I'm staying on track for that. Just been doing a lot of behind the scenes work per usual.
And how can people like continue to keep up with you and all that stuff and find you?
Follow me on Instagram at JVNCLRK.
And do you sell your artwork through there, or do you have your own you have a
Yeah, I
website
have a
for it?
website, but currently available is just my old collection, some other pieces through there, and then my
And
new
do you
collection
interact a
be
lot with your?
my audience, of
Yeah.
course. Yeah, answering
Okay.
DMs every day, always in my
Okay,
comments,
that's
posting
very
on
big.
Instagram, TikTok, all that type of stuff. To me, it's really what I do it for. I mean, it's an expression of
Yeah,
myself, but I love the fact that I get
the
to
interaction.
connect with people and inspire people. And at this point, it was weird at first, but now it's kind of cool that people admire who I
Yeah.
am and what I do. So I look just to expand that as far as possible now, make an impact while I'm here, type shit.
Fuck yeah, I like that, bro.
Yeah.
And just to like cap it off, what would you say to an artist right now trying to jump on?
Um, I guess kind of everything we said towards the beginning of just make sure you're not doing it for the money. If you're gonna do it for the money, I don't want to say true artists, but true artists are gonna see through you and can kind of tell it's a money grab for you. Same thing in any form of music, whether that's visual, auditory, anything. Um, but embody what you're doing and take the steps to understand it's a sport, one, so consistently practice. It's an evolution of what you're doing, not so much what you're currently
Yeah,
doing. And no marketing. If you can understand how human psychology works, why people are buying what they buy, why they like what they like, the details of what you're trying to sell, then you're good. You can make money off what you like to do.
hell yeah,
Otherwise, you're just either an artist who can't sell, or you can sell, but you're not really an artist. So
yeah.
finding the two sides to yourself and thinking with both sides of your brain is really what's gonna make you successful.
I
Yeah.
dig that, bro. I dig that for sure. But shit, man, I definitely appreciate you fucking coming out here and
Facts, bro.
vibe, bro.
Thank
This was
you. Yeah, of course.
definitely a very like entertaining conversation and
Oh
shit.
yeah, bro. We touched on a little
But
bit of everything.
yeah, but I mean, bro, that's the whole point. Like, we're more complex than what it is. You know, there's more to life than just like the most simplest things that we see. You know,
Facts.
like what people get to see, and that's why I look like that's the whole point of the show, bro. Because we all
We
there's a
have
lot of
experience, all
there's a
have a
lot of shit going
process.
on in our
Yeah.
lives. You know, that just makes up life in general. So I definitely appreciate you coming out here, bro.
Bro, I appreciate you.
All love.
Oh yeah, no, we have to do that. I'll hunt with you. You
Bro,
know, I have to come up and we
I
definitely have to
love
make a meal,
no,
but
definitely come
fuck
to
it, bro.
the
I'll hunt.
no,
I'll chill
bro.
in the woods, take
I
it all
love telling
in.
people to come. Yeah, I even tell this motherfucker. I've been telling him for years, bro. You don't just fucking buy the gear. You don't even have to bring the gun. Like, I got extra guns, but like, bro, it's just the whole pausing, taking that moment,
Yeah,
and like just ass on the ground, bro.
facts. I mean,
That's
to me,
very
even if I don't
important.
shoot nothing, bro, if I'm just there
Oh,
experiencing
but
what
we're
it's
gonna see
like,
some dope shit. Like, you know,
exactly, it's the
like you're gonna see
experience of
some
it
birds that you never even knew existed. Like,
type
and when
shit.
you're laying on the grass, you're gonna see like there's more life on the ground than you think it is. Like,
Yeah, no
there's
phone,
no
locked
phone. The
in,
shit
just
does not work. The
chilling.
only thing that works is GPS. You know what I mean?
Facts, yeah.
So
No, that's
it's
how I'm
really
trying to
dope.
do it.
And then like, bro, it's no, I love taking people out, bro. Like, it's definitely something that we should encourage and influence people to see.
100%. Yeah,
Because it's
I'm gonna
something
get
that
into
we're,
vlogging and all that type of shit soon. So maybe we'll do like
bro. Let me know.
a little hunting vlog or some
Hey,
shit.
I'm down. We'll sit there, talk
Yeah, that'd be a
of
vibe.
hunting
The
MSR, bro.
ASMR.
You see that over there? That's a fucking great blue
Be
heron.
hunting that shit down.
But nah, man. But hey, this is Talk About with Lust, and I'm your host Lust, and we're out. Hopefully it works this time. I mean, it worked then. Huh?
It works in here.
No, but last episode it worked a couple times, and then it will stop working a couple times.